Good morning, friends. It's Mrs. Viriel with your morning announcements. Today is Thursday, May 27th, 2021. Today is slated to be, I don't know if it's an A day or a B day. Let me go back and look. Today is an A day. So all of our A specials should be happening today. For lunch, we are slated to have lasagna roll-ups, natural fun lunch, or the popcorn chicken salad. And our snack is raisins. On Friday, we should be having the homemade pizza, muffin fun lunch, and those are the two choices. All right. I do have a birthday today, Miss Thompson. You might see her around. She's our school social worker. She's usually just here on Mondays, but every once in a while she's around for meetings. So if you see her today, wish her a happy birthday. We only had two national days that are at least on the national calendar pieces that I look at. And one was Grape Popsicle Day. And I thought this was funny because a couple years ago I worked with a third grade group and we were studying or doing some informational reading and we learned all about the popsicle. And in 1905, a young guy named Frank Epperson was outside on his front porch, kind of playing with some sugary powdery mix with some water, which I think is kind of like pre Kool Aid, mixing that around. And then he kind of just left it out overnight. And they had a really cold night. In fact, so cold that that water mixture froze. So the next morning, the stick that he was stirring it with was frozen in the cup, and he was able to pull out the frozen mixture and said, this isn't too bad. So eventually, he marketed the product in 1923. It was called the Epsicle, for his name being Epperson. And then eventually they changed it to Popsicle. They changed it to Popsicle quite later in life because I don't think he was still alive when they changed the name. Because from what I remember reading, there was a lot of the families were kind of debating about yes or no about changing the name because one part of the family wanted to keep it and the other part wanted to change it. So, but the popsicle that we know and love today was goes back to 1905. Then it was cellophane tape day, which is kind of interesting. You might know cellophane tape as invisible tape, scotch tape. We also call it tape, the tape you would use to put your wrap a birthday gift is cellophane tape. And Richard Drew invented it in 1930. He was using something called cellulose to make the clear or invisible kind of tape. He had already invented masking tape in 1925 for the auto industry, and he worked he worked for 3M starting in the 20s, and was quite an inventor. Unfortunately, his product didn't get patented correctly, and the DuPont company came in and patented his tape and the clear tape that we know now. So, but the cellulose tape, you can still find it around. We use it kind of like a packing tape nowadays. So that's still around. Our quote says leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren G. Bennis. Translate vision into reality. That's quite a beautiful statement, which is so true. All right, our sales for Friday. Oh, Mrs. Viriel needs to go get her copies made. Our sales for Friday are popsicles and ring pops. We're excited. This will be the last week for those. Next week we'll start the variety pack sales of where we're selling kind of all the different things that we have left. All right, so it's time for me to say look to your family or your teacher and decide how and when you do the Pledge of Allegiance. And remember, have a super swell day at Claygr Elementary because you are super leaders and super readers no matter where you are. Enjoy the day, learn lots.